You want to take my crown, you have a way which is all.
Welcome the king of the dancehall.
Yeah. Go on, mute ya, go on. Ease yourself, just keep it calm, mute ya, star. Only put pressure in my corner. What time it hard to carry on? You no need no girl for turn to, no man for talk to. Feelings hurt on the journey so far.
Welcome to Owen Allen Media. Vybz Kartel recently dropped his highly anticipated track Amout, which fans initially speculated was a subliminal diss aimed at Beenie Man. However, Kartel quickly addressed the rumors, saying that he has no plans to clash with anyone. That being said, Kartel video does have a striking resemblance to Beenie Man iconic King of the Dancehall music video. Alright, so let's dive into this song and review it. So the intro, Vybz Kartel start off with a captivating intro saying scary nights at the movies, Adi is the best. Of course, Kartel, we know you are the best to ever do it. Kartel is reminding everyone of his dominance in dancehall, right? Just in case anyone forgot, Kartel doesn't need to prove his greatness anymore. The numbers speaks for themselves. Even when people try to deny it, Kartel said Adi is the teacher still running the school. Just days ago, right, Kartel boldly declared his goal to reclaim dancehall, and this song feels like, you know, it's an opening statement of that mission. Jaja.
Scary night at the movies, and they are the best, you know me, they even have to prove it. Them full of dirt like a broomstick, me no want nobody try to fuck with my mood swing. Teacher run the school still, them if I run dry, pay the.
This is where Kartel diss Beenie Man. Kartel said he's not clashing anyone, but there's no denying the subliminal shots in this song. Kartel said, you want to take my crown, you have a way which is out. That's a clear as day message to Beenie Man, letting him know he's not in the conversation for dancehall current king. Kartel take things up a notch and said, pick up the eagle, mayday, and no, he's not talking about the bird. Kartel is talking about the shoes even Lizard couldn't find. On the two mix up. Kartel doesn't stop there. Kartel fire off lyrical missiles with surgical precision. Me aim blind killing clowns. That's another diss for Beenie Man. In Beenie Man recent statement, Beenie Man said that one king, one clown in dancehall. So if Beenie Man thinks he can test Kartel, Kartel I warn him. That check will bounce. It will ricochet Beenie.
You want to take my crown, you have a way which is all. Pick up the eagle, I made a pigeon down. 10 missile drop, 30 more still in bound. Gridlock like the feds when the cook still in town. Me not see the circus, me aim blind, killing clown. If you diss me, no take check, will it bound?
Kartel diss all I'm competitors, and we know Vybz Kartel is the best lyricist in dancehall, right? Kartel a dismiss Beenie Man, Alkaline and others, saying they are working with ounces while he's shipping keys of lyrics. And for the bad mind people, Kartel is making it clear they are getting flushed out. And for the ladies, title girls, them get spread out like an open book.
Keys and lyrics, me shit, watch him with him arms. What the sand on me nose? I'm out. What we got to do with bad mind? Get them out. What we do with some title gas? Skin around. That's the business, we don't snap. Knock around.
Vybz Kartel has delivered a powerful and much needed message to Jamaica and the world, highlighting the importance of prioritizing mental health and checking in on our loved ones in a society where conversation about mental health are often avoided or stigmatized. Kartel challenges Jamaicans to confront the deeper issues at play. Kartel said that many people are struggling in silence, and rather than judging or distancing ourselves from those who seem to be battling inner demons, we should ask the critical question, why or how did these people end up like this? Kartel is reminding us that the world can be a tough place, and simple act of kindness like reaching out to a neighbor or a friend who seem troubled can make all the difference. In Jamaican culture, where mental health often takes a backseat, Kartel message is a wake-up call to acknowledge that mental health struggles are real and they affect everyone regardless of your status or your background, anywhere you're from, uptown, downtown, right? So this is the King of Dancehall urging us to create a culture of care and compassion by breaking the stigma. This is what the world boss had to say.
Top of the morning, Gaza Nation. Let's talk mental health. Got a lot of people in Jamaica don't talk about mental health. It's a taboo subject. Nobody now associate themselves with certain aspects of mental health when all of us go through it every day. We all go through mental health issues. We all have mental health problems. Now, I mean, some more than others. But it is what it is, you know. And we as a nation need to stop letting it be taboo to talk about it. We have to check up on one another. Because sometimes you don't know where a man go through, you don't know where a woman go through, because upon the outside they must show a smiling face. You know, because life tough, you know, so people have to just put on them best face and face the world. But sometimes them go through issues where them just need somebody to check on them, or, you know, especially for man, because you know man love going like, oh, we tough and everything good, and you know. But sometimes deep inside a voice I cry out. Sometimes if you look, John was starting to tell the people it's real. But you know, sometimes we have to check on one another. We have to check on one another. There are boundaries, yes, because you know, I look like we infringe on a man's business, but if a man is your brethren or a woman is your sister, and you see like something will go wrong, check on them. I mean, the world to them is it. They might even save all their life, Jay. This under my nose.
Kai Cenat is among several content creators named in a lawsuit filed by Drake against Kendrick Lamar label's Universal Music Group. Drake accuses UMG of whitelisting influencers' reaction to Kendrick's controversial diss track Not Like Us in order to boost its reach and profits. This lawsuit is a dramatic turn in the ongoing feud between Drake and Kendrick that captured headlines throughout 2024. Kendrick and Drake conflict reached a boiling point when K-Dot released Not Like Us, the diss track widely regarded as a victory for Kendrick. Now, months later, Drake is taking the fight to the courtroom. On January 15, 2025, Drake filed an 81-page lawsuit against UMG, his own record label, which also represents Kendrick Lamar, alleging that the company knowingly promote Not Like Us, a track he claims contains false and defamatory accusation against him. The suit further accuses UMG of manipulating the track's success by encouraging reactions from influencers like Kai Cenat, ZS, No Life Shock, and RDC Gaming. According to Drake's legal team, these creators were permitted to monetize their reaction videos without fear of copyright strikes, a tactic referred to as whitelisting. Drake lawyers allege that UMG's strategy helped Not Like Us to achieve viral success while also driving up profits for the label. They further claim that UMG directly paid influencers to amplify the track's visibility across social media platforms like Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter. Despite the allegations, Drake has chosen to not name Kendrick directly in the lawsuit, focusing solely on UMG's role in the song release and promotion. This lawsuit is not about the artist who created Not Like Us, the filing state. It is entirely about UMG, the company that chose to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize allegations it knew were false and harmful. UMG understood the inflammatory nature of the song's claim and exploited them for financial gains. For me, Drake's approach to this feud seems completely backward. Why target influencers and UMG while avoiding the actual creator of Not Like Us, suing a company for doing its job, you know, promoting the artist and maximizing profit? It feels counterproductive, right? Especially when Drake himself is signed to UMG. It comes off as petty and hypocritical, considering Drake has also released this track aimed at Kendrick Lamar, right? And issuing out his own accusation, you know, to Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar haven't retaliated with any lawsuit or anything like that. This legal move again seems more like a damage control for Drake, you know, wounded ego, or him just feels so embarrassed, right? Now, if the case falls apart, it could be more harmful to Drake than anything else and harm his reputation. Instead of escalating the drama in court, Drake should just focus on his craft and continue to put out music, #1 music, hit songs, right? This lawsuit is only distracting from the artistry and diminishes the standing in the eyes of the fans, because ever since Drake started this whole lawsuit business, fans have been divided. Fans are saying, oh, he should do it, and then fans are saying, no, this is not helping towards his street cred or anything like that. And I also believe that this lawsuit is a waste of time. If you lose the fight, just bow out gracefully, and that's it.